Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on SERVi Homestead again. Spring is almost here and the grass and weeds are starting to grow, so we need to get it cut and we need to sharpen the blades first on the two lawnmowers and the tractor, but we may not film that part. So we devised a way to lift it. Put a strap up in a sturdy branch and use the come along to hoist it up so that we don't have any ramps in our way and we can easily work and get the blades off. So let's go ahead and get closer and show how we're going to get these blades off. We don't want grass to sit on the lawnmower deck. It holds moisture even though you think it's dry, and I don't want it falling in my face while I'm working under there, so we're going to try to get it off as much as possible. Some of the grass we cut here is kind of tall at times, and that tends to get grass on top of your deck. We have a couple of jack stands for safety, just to make sure that if somehow our hanging mechanism gives way, it won't fall on us. So we have our 15/16 socket with the large drive 1/2 inch and the large heavy duty socket wrench. Yep. Okay. And a nice sturdy C-clamp. Find a good spot to put it on the edge of the deck. Tighten it up. This will hold the blade back from turning when you're trying to remove the nut or bolt that holds the blade on. Make sure it's a good sturdy one. They will break if they're not good ones. Okay, let's see if this bad boy will come off. We may need to get a cheater pipe to extend our handle and give us some leverage. But we take these off pretty regularly. Maybe 3 times a year, which is good. Some people go years without ever taking their blades off and sharpening them. That makes it really hard to get them off. There we go. Is ants on me?
Yeah, I saw a few in their shoe and then there's a dog on the right.
And we'll do this for all 3 blades. The middle one can be a little tricky. It's hard to find a spot to clamp your C-clamp onto, but maybe a block of wood will work as well. And we'll do this for all 3 blades. Don't lose the washer. Okay, that's good, Tim.
Better loosen your C-clamp and take it off, because it's easier to get it on.
I got it for now. That poison stinks. Oh, it's gonna have to be like right there. Alright, it's best to try to pull toward yourself. You have more control when it breaks free. Less likely to bust your knuckles on something. Oops, still didn't hold. Good. Thank you, Lord. Got it. That's good, Tim. See the angle thing? You want to try to match that angle. And you want to go nice and even like the machine all the way across. It is starting to slant like this. You want to try to prevent that. You want your cutting blade to be straight across if you can help it. These are in bad shape. The ramp is deteriorated and almost gone. So we're going to have to buy some more next time. So I'm going a lot slower on this high part, the part that has more material, I'm going a lot slower so that it removes more metal. And you can see it's already starting to straighten out instead of going down like this. And I'm feathering it in, going a little bit faster on the part that doesn't need as much taken off. I think you're holding it a little too steep like this. Too flat, I should say. Yeah. That's too much. Somewhere in between. Twist this way a little bit more. Like that, yeah. A little bit more because look, this is hitting this now. Like that, yeah, there you go.
That means I need to take some off of this.
So now that you remove a little material from the heavy side, we'll balance it again. And let it touch this one. So it's still heavy on this side. Take off some more. Take off this corner back here. You don't want to go up because look, the wheel is spinning this way. You don't want to do this. This is going to back. So go with the spin like that. There you go. Just take that point off. Put it down into the seat. Might be good, close enough. Yeah. Take a little bit more, but that's pretty close. It's not good to just leave it spinning. It's kind of dangerous. You might forget. Okay. So once we've got a pretty good bevel here with the grinder, taking out any major imperfections, then we can touch it up with the file. You can see it's kind of multifaceted here. That's from changing the angle against the wheel as you go like this and then like this and then like this. So I try to find my angle and then stay that way like a robot and just go back and forth 7 or 8 times, I guess, pushing with moderate pressure so that I don't end up with a multifaceted surface. It still happens sometimes, but you want to try to get one nice steady ramp. So now we'll hold it down and touch it up with the file and have a really nice sharp lawnmower blade. So again, it's easier for your mower to cut with a sharp blade, and it's better for the grass. The grass gets a nice clean cut instead of being ripped off, and your grass will be healthier with a clean cut. See if it'll shave hair. No, I'm joking. No, it's not that sharp. But taken off safely, sharpened, balanced, filed, and good to go. Wear gloves when you put them on because it's really easy to slip and get yourself right on that sharp edge. So wear gloves when you put the blades back on, and make sure the C-clamp is not still installed on your deck.
Shaggy side up. Not happy. Huh? Just come on. Let's go. So, then you put this thing in the arms. The pit of misery. Okay, then you come over here. Stop it, bitch. Monkey. In the pit of doom. Throw him in the pit of doom. You have to hold your blade so it doesn't spin, so you can actually tighten it. Okay.
Alright, getting the last blade on. Good job, guys. So I wanted to explain something real quick. The blades are not side by side. You can see that the bolts under there are not in a straight line left to right. Because if it were that way, then there would always be a gap in between. They could never have the blades all the way touching each other, because you take the chance of them hitting kind of like this. There would always be a space here where grass didn't get cut well. So to solve that, you simply move one forward off center, and now they can be closer, and as the blades spin, they won't touch each other because there's a space. Yet in a straight line this way, their paths of circular cutting overlap. So as you drive forward, you don't miss any grass. Look, Sim, let me show you how the come along works in reverse. So come around here. So normally this finger grabs in these grooves, and when you crank up, it brings cable with it, and this lock keeps it from coming back. So then you can start over again and go down lower and get some more grooves. Well, to go in reverse, you take the bind off of this lock and hold it back, and then when you let go, you bite once, remove the lock, and then you can start. Actually, sorry, come all the way to the top. Yeah, come all the way to the top, bite once, remove the pressure, remove the lock, let it come down. Put the lock back, come all the way back up, bite once, remove the lock, so that way you get a controlled letdown of the heavy object that you're in. Slow and steady wins the race.